away. Your job's a joke, you broke, your love life's the old way. It's like you're always stuck in second gear, when it hasn't been your day, a week, a month, or even your year. But I'll be there for you when the rain starts to pour. I'll be there for you like I've been there before. I'll be there for you, 'cause you're there for me
Okay.
Coming in at number 5 is NFL playoff bracketology.
As the regular season of the National Football League has come to a close and the first round of the playoffs has begun, we look ahead to Super Bowl 53. The wildcard games were played Saturday, January 5th, 2019 during the NFC wildcard games. Seattle lost to Dallas 24-22. The Eagles narrowly defeated the Bears 16-15 off a botched field goal as time expired. In the AFC, the Indianapolis Colts defeated the Houston Texans 21-7, and the Los Angeles Chargers beat the Baltimore Ravens 23-17. With the wildcard games complete, Saturday, January 12th, the second round of the playoffs will begin. The second round consists of the Kansas City Chiefs playing the Indianapolis Colts, the New England Patriots playing Los Angeles Chargers, the New Orleans Saints playing Dallas Cowboys, and finally the Los Angeles Rams playing the Philadelphia Eagles. My prediction for the playoff game between the Chiefs and the Colts is that the Chiefs will beat the Colts because of their better passing record. However, it is going to be a tough battle because of the Colts' defense. In the next matchup, I believe that the New England Patriots will defeat the Los Angeles Chargers due to recent history that the Patriots have never lost a playoff game at home. So I believe New England will win. During the New Orleans and Dallas game, I believe that the New Orleans Saints will win due to record. New Orleans has a record of 13-3 and Dallas has a record of 10-6. Finally, in the Rams versus Eagles game, my prediction is that the Rams will defeat the Eagles based on overall offensive standings. For the NFC Championship, I predict that the Saints will play the Rams and will overtake Los Angeles due to the Saints' strong offense and defense. Also, when playing away from home in the regular season, they are 7-1. On the AFC side, New England will play Kansas City. The Chiefs will defeat the Patriots because of their second-year quarterback that has taken the NFL by storm, Patrick Mahomes. However, the defense will have to step up. At the Super Bowl, I expect to see the New Orleans Saints and the Kansas City Chiefs. In the very end, I predict the Saints to defeat the Chiefs, winning the Super Bowl based on the Chiefs' poor defense that can't stop Drew Brees.
Coming in fourth is the Chiefs' offseason playoff move.
The Chiefs have made a lot of changes after the New England loss in the conference championship. Some of the major changes are coming on the defensive side of the ball since they were ranked 31st for yards given up. A few key players have been cut from the team. Star safety Eric Berry has been cut, linebacker Justin Houston was cut, and linebacker Dee Ford has been traded to the 49ers for a 2020 second-round pick. These changes have been seen as a move to create cap space for the team. So far, for the defense, the Chiefs have picked up Harold Jones-Quarty, defensive back, Dante Johnson, defensive back, Damian Wilson, linebacker, and the biggest pickup is safety Tyrann Mathieu. So far on offense, the Chiefs have made a few minor moves. The Chiefs have signed wide receiver Sammy Coates, wide receiver Devon Grayson, and backup quarterback E.J. Manuel. And the Chiefs the biggest offensive pickup is running back Carlos Hyde, who is most likely to get the most playing time out of the newly signed players. He is a key pickup for the Chiefs since running back is the main position Chiefs are missing on offense. Other players are being eyed by the Chiefs, but no one has been signed. Chiefs will have a chance on April 25th when the NFL draft happens. The Chiefs are expected to draft players on either defensive side of the ball or maybe a running back.
Coming at number 3 of our top 5 stories is the dawn of football.
When it comes to passion for the sport, North Antioch breathes football. For years, any football players have trained to the greatest degree for each game. During each season, the school has been a strong contender to competition. Although this season has only begun, It appears that will certainly be interesting to watch. Night of August 24th, North Antioch faced King City. During the first half, King City gained the upper hand. At the final moments, NA attempted to make a solid comeback, but it was too late. With a score of 8-40, North Antioch had lost their first game. The second game arrived on August 31st at 7 p.m. Their rivals, the St. Joseph Christian Lions, had gained a 6-point lead on the first minute of the game. In response, North Antioch pressured their opponents throughout the game, gaining 22 points during halftime. It ended during the middle of the fourth quarter, with North Antioch achieving a 36-6 victory. After the game, I decided to ask 3 questions to the NA captains. The first captain was McKinley Lillard, also the first NA player to score that night.
How do you feel about this game right now?
Pretty good. We came out, took care of business, ran down their throat. I replayed the game. I hope to do that next week against Pattonsburg. I think this week we leaned on them. We just leaned on them all game, and we got to them. And we came out, just took care of business. That's all I got to say.
How do you feel, what do you think brought this victory?
Hard work, practices, determination, and a will win.
Any plan for next week?
Lean on them.
Finishing the first interview, I had questions for Cy Black, another captain for the team.
How are you feeling about this game?
We're feeling great. We went out there, played our hardest. Everything worked out in our favor. And ready for next week. Got prepared.
What do you think brought this victory?
Us working hard at practice. We worked on their scout team defense, their scout team offense all week. We worked real hard on playing their game so we could come out and get this win.
Any plans for next week?
Work hard, get their film, watch it, and prepare just like we did this week. Their film.
The final captain, Logan Hughes.
So, how do you feel about this game?
I thought it was a lot better than last week. Proving people we can be contenders.
So, what do you think brought this victory?
I think it's good to get a win under a belt, and it feels good.
Any plans for next week?
Just keep on playing hard and keep grinding.
Yeah, okay.
In conclusion, the North Antioch football team is working hard for this season. With each game, they will improve their techniques. There is no predictable outcome for the championships. However, North Antioch will certainly hold on to the competition.
Well, want to pass some of that?
Oh yeah, bud, here you go.
Sweet!
That reminds me of our second best story of the year, the raw hot dog eating challenge.
I'm not hungry anymore.
Have you ever ate a raw hot dog straight out of the package? There are many people that have not. Hot dogs are made up of specially selected meat trimmings from beef or pork, then ground up and stuck into a mixer. I did a poll about who has ate hot dogs straight out of the package or who has only ate cooked hot dogs. The poll ended up being 56% to 44%. There are more people that have ate hot dogs straight out of the packages than not. I did a raw hot dog challenge around the school to see the reactions of the kids that have never ate them raw before. Let's check out the footage.
Go.
These are really good.
Am I just supposed to eat it or say something?
just eat it.
What's wrong with it? Nothing. It's just good. 1, 2, 3.
That's not that bad.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah, not bad.
It's just cold.
I need some ketchup.
Some people think that raw hot dogs are pre-cooked so they are okay to eat. It's actually important to reheat hot dogs to where they are steaming hot. They can become contaminated with Listeria monocytogenes after they have been processed and packaged at the plant. Cold hot dogs out of the package will not hurt you though. They are just better for you when they are heated up again. So eating uncooked hot dogs are okay to eat, but they are better when they're heated up.
Coming in at number 1 for our top stories of the year is my story over the victory bell. Recently, there has been a controversy between the football players and the softball players about the ringing of the victory bell. The softball players decided to ring the bell after one of their games, and the football boys didn't like it. Some of the football boys think that only they should be able to ring the bell. I decided to do some research to see what the history of the bell is. I also decided to ask a few students how they feel about the bell ringing. Thoughts on the victory bell?
I don't know. I mean, it's a bell, and that's pretty sweet.
How do you feel about the softball girls ringing the bell?
Well, I got some opinions on this case, ma'am. All right, so it is a victory bell, and if the softball girls want to ring it, they can ring it. It's fine with me. I don't think they should ring it just if they're bitter. I don't think that's a good reason to ring it. But I mean, if they want to ring it just because they want to celebrate their win, that's fine. That's fine. Ring your bell. It's fine with me.
What are your thoughts on the victory bell?
Well, it's a victory bell, so I think everybody should ring it because it's in the center of our two fields. So it's a victory. So if we get a victory, we're gonna ring it. Just like a basketball game. If we won a basketball game, we could run out in the freezing cold and go ring the bell.
How do you feel about the football boys' reaction?
Honestly, I thought it was uncalled for because, like I said, it's a victory bell. But I guess it wasn't, like, we weren't doing it to be bitter, so honestly, it was just uncalled for, but it's okay.
Do you think that anybody should be able to ring the bell, or is it just the football bell?
I think anyone should ring the bell because it's not called the football bell, it is called the victory bell. Therefore, if a team wins, they should be able to ring it. And yeah.
Mr. Roush gave me some information about the bell. According to Mr. Roush, the victory bell was originally a bell on a steamship on the Missouri River. In the late 1800s, they removed the bell from the ship and brought it to Fillmore to be used in the school. It was kept in the bell tower at the school. Eventually, they removed the bell tower and it hung at the playground. It stayed there until the Fillmore school closed. Then it was removed and stored in the basement of the Fillmore school. When the new school was being built, the high school football coach at the time, Jim Schultz, thought it would be cool for the bell to be used as a victory bell for the football team. So they got the bell fixed up again by a local resident at the time named Danny Floyd, and it was displayed in a small tower built by the same bricks used in the crow's nest and the concession stand. It then became a tradition for the football players to ring the bell after a victory. After researching the history of the bell, it was easy to see how the football players would be upset because of the tradition. Would it be bad for the softball players to ring the bell after their victory? Why not make new traditions after all? We are all Cardinals and should share in each other's success no matter what sport is being played.
I'm Audrey Keck. I'm Jaden Sharp.
I'm Sean Houston.
I'm Mikhail Todd.
I'm Caleb Chittum.
Tune in next year for a whole new set of people. See you next year.